Aquarius. This is a bunch of stuff. We have work, we have worry, we have sadness, we have wishes being fulfilled, we have feeling overwhelmed, and we have judgments. Interesting. And mistrust. Wow, Aquarius, I don't know what you're going through right now, but it started off fun because in September, coming from September, we have the Five of Wands, and this is a card of happy, jovial excitement and fun and witty banter, okay, which you're good at, Aquarius. You love witty banter. You're an air sign. You love witty banter, you're good at it, and you can play with words all day long and push people's buttons all day long in a fun, jovial way, and it's great. Okay, so something went too far in your love relationship, though, and I don't know if it's because of this and there's misunderstandings because of this. I don't know. But, wow, look what we have here. Your primary card for October is needing to focus on the positive. Okay? This card can mean all sorts of things in terms of, focusing on the spilled milk, and there's turning around and there's full cups on the side, but you feel like you're losing more than you're gaining. Okay, there's lots here, but the main overall concept and focal point of this card, the Five of Cups, is one, it has to deal with emotions. Okay, so it is an emotional state, yes, and two, it is the end concept of this card is focus on the positive. Okay, not all is lost. Okay, there's still good. There's still connection. There's still emotions. Okay. So I don't know if something went too far with this witty repartee or this wordplay, or maybe there was a little bit of a power play. I don't know. But this is leading to feeling unnerved and sad. But don't feel like that too much. And here's the problem, is you will feel like that too much because we have the Nine of Swords here, and this is you, okay? Swords represent air energy, so this is you focusing on your mind spinning, okay? You do tend to go in your mind, and that's fine. But you have to choose. When you're in your mind, you can have good thoughts, you can have bad thoughts, sad thoughts, angry thoughts, happy thoughts, sexual thoughts, dreamy thoughts, okay? You can have any thought that you want, and I know it's hard to control, especially when emotions are involved, okay? But what you in your mind focus on dwelling on is the state you're going to be in. And the important thing about this card is this is a night card, and night cards mean that those are our internal emotions and our internal emotional states. It doesn't mean that it's reality. So yes, something happened, it's causing you to stress out, and you're may be staying up late at night thinking about it and being sad about it. So that's the reality of it. But the reality is that it's just your thoughts and your spinning mind causing you to stay up at night. Change your mindset, change the outcome. Okay, so I know that's hard to say, especially when it's emotions. I understand that. But focus on the good stuff, okay? So I wouldn't say that so much if there were another card here, but this is saying right here, there is good. So focus on that. Turn around. Stop thinking in this emotional pattern. Okay? Turn around and focus on the good thoughts. And what's grounding your October, Aquarius, is the King of Pentacles. Okay? So sturdy foundation, lots of growth, hard work, development, and basically being happy with what you have built for yourself. Okay? Now there could be male or female earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or, oh my goodness, why do I do this? Earth signs, okay? But it doesn't have to mean that there is somebody in your life that is an earth sign, but it very well could, okay? And actually earth signs and air signs are an interesting match because they do tend to battle intellectually and strategically, and it does tend to cause emotions to flare up. But that's good because it causes you to look internally and change things internally about yourself. Okay, it's like you're pushing each other to be better in the most frustrating way possible. Okay, so this is good if you do have an earth sign in your life right now. Okay. What's interesting though, Aquarius, and this is you doing this to yourself, I really think, is you are a suspect. Okay? You think that something is sneaky is going on with your partner. Okay? Now, one thing that's important to recognize about this card is everybody always says that this card that means that somebody's getting away with something. Okay? Yes, it can. It can mean sneaky behavior. But it also can just mean the overall concept of this card is overconfidence. Okay? So, yes, this person might be sneaking away with something. Okay? But if you look at what he's really doing, he has stolen 7 steel swords. Okay? And he's running away from town with them, trying to steal them, and they're too heavy. So the main theme is he was overconfident that he could carry 7 swords, and 2 are dropped, and he doesn't even seem to care because he's so overconfident that he can get away with it, okay? And no one will find out. So, somebody, Aquarius, in your October is being overly confident about something. Doesn't necessarily mean cheating behavior in the love aspect, okay? But they could be overconfident that they won this fight. They could be overconfident that this is a doom and gloom situation. They could also be overconfident that you're going to fall in love with them and be in love with them forever, no matter what. That's not always the case, you know. You don't want to have that type of ego. Not you, but they. You know, especially with you, Aquarius, because you will see right through that and call it a day. You have no problem calling people on their BS. That's one of your main traits, is that you see right through that stuff. Okay. And you're not afraid to say it. But despite all of this, Aquarius, you have in your near future, you have one of the most positive cards, and that's the 9 of Cups. That is the wish fulfillment card. Okay? This person is sitting here so content and happy with the life that he has created for himself. Okay? He or she has created for himself. And just sitting there like, yeah, this is me. Yep, I did it. Yeah. Okay? So this is you feeling completely excited about where your life is. Okay, so I don't know what's happening. There might be a change of mindset from here to here. You may have actually decided to turn around and look at the positive side, because we go from cups to cups in a big jump, 5 to 9. Okay? And you may just change your mindset, is what I'm thinking is happening. And you may be deciding to be overconfident and just be like, get out of here. I'm not messing with you. I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to go date other people, or I'm going to just choose to be happy in this relationship because we're awesome together. Okay, this to me right here is showing a complete shift in your mindset. And you go from completely different state. You alter your state completely from despair and worry and sadness to, my life is awesome. You want to ask me how I did it? Okay. Interesting. Now, how you're viewing a situation, or your real romantic life, or your partner, okay, is the 10 of Wands. So you're viewing the situation as somebody's putting in too much work, or somebody has too much to carry on their plate. Okay, so maybe something happened here that maybe this caused this, because maybe your partner or somebody that you're interested in or dating has been so busy with work and maybe family obligations or friendship obligations that it caused them to pull away from you a little bit to focus on those things, which is good, but maybe you felt a little left out, and then maybe all of a sudden you realized that they just felt that they could do too much, and they let their relationship suffer because of it, and then you decided to accept that for the short term, and it's going to be okay. Okay? One scenario. Because these cards there's so many emotions in such a short period of time. But somebody is carrying a heavy burden in workload, okay, in activities, and it's stressing them out, it's stressing you out. But as long as you accept that, and they may be doing it for you, okay, and you just needed to realize that. Now, how they view the situation, okay? Queen of Swords, very interesting because you are an air sign. They are viewing you as somebody that is very intelligent, very strategic, planning, very good with leadership and communication and delegation, okay? She's leading her troops, okay? Fighting her battles. And so in terms of how your partner or somebody you're interested in is viewing you in their situation, they view you in a high regard. Yes, awesome. But they are wanting you and needing you to open up a little bit in the emotional side. Okay? You feel like this, but are you showing this? Okay? They need more emotion from you. That's what this is saying. Now, in your hopes and fears, we have the Justice card. So this is really just saying that you're hoping that whatever is happening here, whatever is going on with your partner here and here, that one, it will all come to light and it will all be resolved and it will all be okay. You're hoping for justice. Not in a tit for tat type of a manner. Not in a manner of, well, you said this and so I'm going to show you. Not like that. You want it all to just wash out, let the dust settle, so you can get back to your happy, worry-free state, which you really are. Okay, these two are going hand in hand with how you're feeling about the relationship. Okay, so you're really wanting this, and it's almost here as if you were going to make that happen by just accepting. Okay, now, the Star card. This is your outcome for October, Aquarius. And this is you really keeping the faith in your partner and in love and in yourself, okay? This is you, again, this is a Knight card. I always say that. Internal emotions, not reality, but this is you hoping, okay? And not being afraid to put the effort in with your emotions. They need you to do it and you're choosing to do it, okay? Opening up with your emotions, continuing to water your emotional bank, so to speak, but not in such a dreamy manner that you forget about the practical side of, and hold this up so you can see, that you forget about the practical side of the relationship and of life, okay? Yes, keeping your emotional bank and your dreamy side filled, but also watering the earth so you can stay practical and can stay grounded, while at the same time keeping the faith and hope that things turn out okay. Okay? One of my favorite cards in the deck because there really is so much meaning behind it. And I don't think that it's discussed enough, the practical side of this card. Okay? But beautiful reading, Aquarius, for October. Interesting, there's a lot going on. So leave your comments below because I'm curious to see how this resonates with you in your relationship because there's a lot going on and there's a lot of switching emotions and mindsets a couple times throughout the month. So I'm interested to see if this really resonates with you.